Welcome to my studio. Let's take a tour. All right, before we begin, I want it to be known I could have cleaned up for this video. I did not. I want to show you what it really looks like on a day-to-day basis so you get the full experience. Starting out with the desk. This is where a lot of the non-creative stuff happens. Got the laptop and the notebook. This is where I kind of figure out a lot of my YouTube videos that you see, a lot of emails for commissions, and I do use Photoshop, so I guess there is some creative going on over here. I use Photoshop a lot to kind of figure out my paintings beforehand. I got some finished smaller paintings up here. Didn't know where to put them, so thought I'd put them up here and give you guys something to look at during the videos. Also got some other paintings up here. Sometimes I'll put them up here to dry because nothing's gonna get on them, but I got this one at TJ Watt that is in the middle of drying, so I'll keep that up there. Got the Joe Rogan right there. Got my painting books. I just got this one, which I really like a lot. Portrait Painting My Point of View by Michael Shane Neal. Highly recommend this one. I also got some Kevin McPherson books. I got Landscape Painting Inside Out, Oil Painting with Light and Color. These are some great books if you're into landscape painting. Kevin McPherson, can't go wrong there. Like I said, you're going to see a lot of mesh. You're going to see a lot of Diet Coke cans, coffee mugs. It's actually a pretty cool coffee mug. It's the Nashville Film Festival. Made a movie that was in there, and the producer got me that. It's like one of my favorite mugs. All right, that's enough of the desk. Let's move on. All right, now we're moving over to the shelf. Now I call it the shelf because it's the only shelf in here. Here I just keep a lot of stuff like got my paint thinner, linseed oil. Never have too many jars, always have jars, so I'm putting my paint thinner in here. I let it settle, all the sediment falls to the bottom, then I can reuse the paint thinner. So I kind of have a multi-jar system going with all of these. Oh, here we go, another coffee mug. Steelers, disappointing year this year. Down below here I have a lot of things that I use for shipping out commissions. Got tape, postcards, even got my own little stickers and staple gun. I also have a lot of things attached to the shelf. Like I got this arm that I will put my phone on to video while I'm painting. I like having a light right above my canvas because it will, one, light my canvas, but since it's right above, it's gonna have like the least amount of glare. So this little thing is great. I'll put a link to it in the description below on where I got it off Amazon. So I have this little arm here that holds an iPad, which is right there, right next to my canvas. I like having my image right next to my canvas, and this arm's great because I don't have to hold it for a while. I was just holding it and my arm got tired, so this arm is great. Just gonna move on to the easel. It's a basic H-frame easel, it's nothing special. I really want to get a bigger easel, but honestly for the price, I got this actually on Amazon. It's been great. I haven't had any problems at all. You know, I've seen some people that if they do want to do a bigger piece, just get two of these and put them side by side if you don't want to spend the money on one of those really big, huge, big sturdy easels. And I got my palette here. This is actually a parallel palette. It's not cheap, but it works really well. This is actually glass that you can take out, and it's easy to clean and scrape it off. You got your paint there. It has a lid somewhere around here that you can put on top. On the back, it's got this little hole here that you can screw in a tripod head piece, so you can stick it on a tripod and set it right next to your easel. And the point that the reason they made these is so that you can actually have your palette right next to your canvas, and you can just see the colors really easily side by side. I just have it sitting up here because I was filming a video and I needed it like right next to it, and I didn't have room with a tripod and everything over here. I wanted to show you how many different palettes I have. So I got this, which is actually one of those little boxes that you can buy at Michael's that have the lid on it. It's a palette, but I got some glass cut and put into there, so I got glass in there because it's easy to scrape off and clean. I have this one. I have the parallel palette like you saw. I got the palette paper, which I use a lot. I got the gray tone. I'm gonna be using this a lot for my video demonstrations. And I have the Turtlewood palette. I actually got this because it was recommended by Michael Shane Neal, the guy's book that you saw. I saw that he used one of these and it looked very convenient, and it is very convenient. I like it a lot. It's very lightweight You put it, you know, you just hold it, and it's great because your colors are right here. It's so close to your eyes, and you can just quickly just look in, and it's just very convenient having it this close to you, especially when you're standing up. So 1, 2, 3, 4 different palettes. Right now to the right of the easel, I got my drawers. This thing's always a mess. I got my brushes up here. Got some brushes with paint still on them, just towel, paint scraper. I got this light, which is good. This is a like a natural light. I've had some people ask me about what lighting do I use, so I got this light back here, which actually has different settings, and I always make sure it's balanced to a daylight setting. It's nighttime now, but I got windows all along the side here, so I got a lot of natural light coming in, and then I have a ring light, which I'm actually using right now to video this, which is a very cool or daylight type of light. So I just try to keep everything even. I try not to make the lighting too extreme one way or another, or too warm or too cool. Try to just like a neutral daylight type, like an even light is the best way to go. Every art studio needs a trash can, and you can never have one that's big enough. I feel like I take this out every single day. Inside these drawers, I just keep things like this whole top drawer is just oil paint. Let's keep my oil paints in here. Next one, this is just drawing supplies. It's got a lot of pencils, graphite, erasers, just a lot of drawing supplies. And down here is just a lot of filming stuff for the camera, just a lot of cords, stuff like that. But now it is time for me to show you my favorite part of the studio. Let's go. So this is the best part of the studio. On the opposite side of my easel, I have a nice hammock where I can sit about 10 feet away from my painting and see what's wrong with it. And if I get tired, I can take a little nap. Hope you enjoyed this studio tour. I'm Chris Fornatero here telling you to go get painting.